Having a supercar on the drive is an excellent way to show the world you are doing well for yourself.
But having one of the best supercars on your drive does not only that, but shows petrol heads you have excellent taste in cars.
Affordable and cheap these cars are not, but in return for your hard-earned money they offer you exceptional performance, luxurious materials and the power to turn heads at 50 paces.
Top 10 Best Supercars 2018.
10. Honda NSX.
The Honda NSX offers something different to the Porsches, Lamborghinis and Ferraris of the supercar world.
Thanks largely to its sophisticated powertrain and aluminum underpinnings.
The NSX, however, has been born under a rather large shadow that was its predecessor, but a twin-turbo V6 petrol engine and 3 electric motors mean it is breathtakingly fast. The high-tech powertrain is good for 573 bhp and 645 Nm, which allows the NSX to reach a top speed of 191 miles per hour and 0 to 60 miles per hour time in the low 3s. 9. Lamborghini Aventador S. Without looking too closely, the new Lamborghini Aventador S would appear to fundamentally similar to the original.
But peer a little closer and you will see that the big Lambo has made giant leaps forward in terms of performance, and the subtle updates to the styling has kept it looking good. Amongst the improvements are four-wheel steering, a dollop more power and aerodynamic updates which is claimed to give up to 50% more downforce at high speed. The 6.5-liter V12 pumps out 730 bhp and 690 Nm, which is good for 217 miles per hour and a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of just 2.9 seconds.
8. Aston Martin DB11. The gorgeous Aston Martin DB11 has been a welcome addition to UK roads, being a treat for drivers and pedestrians alike.
Powered by an all-new 5.2-liter V12 engine with twin turbochargers, the replacement for the wonderful but ancient Aston Martin DB9 also heralds a new era for the firm.
The new machine is relatively weighty at 1,800 kilograms, but 600 bhp ensures it feels sufficiently quick to take over the DB9's grand touring role with ease. 7. Ford GT.
The car designed to celebrate Ford's 1966 Le Mans win with the legendary Ford GT40, is worth a celebration of its own.
The car was first revealed at the Detroit show in 2015, and Ford opened and closed the order books in no time at all. With 6,500 applicants, and a production run limited to around 250 cars per year, the Ford GT was truly oversubscribed.
Apart from stunning design that looks modern while channeling plenty of classic GT40 cues, the car features carbon fiber construction and is powered by a twin-turbo 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, said to produce in excess of 600 bhp.
6. Audi R8 V10 Plus.
The latest version of the Audi R8 looks a lot like the last one at first glance, but there's a myriad of new tech, and performance is better than ever.
The most obvious difference if you're planning to buy Audi's everyday supercar, is the current lack of a V8 option.
Nowadays you've got a choice between the 533 bhp or 602 bhp versions of the noisy V10 that is shared with the Lamborghini Huracan.
The Quattro 4x4 system is updated too, and offers incredible levels of grip and balance with a torque split system that can send 100% to the front or rear on demand.
5. Porsche 911 GT3. No supercar countdown would be complete without a Porsche 911. The rear-engine German machine has been at the sharp end of the sports car class for more than half a century.
And leading the charge for driver thrills is the wild, racer for the road GT3.
Featuring a highly tuned version of the 911's famous flat-six engine, a race-bred suspension setup, rapid-fire twin-clutch gearbox and stripped-out interior, the latest GT3 delivers an undiluted shot-octane excitement from the moment you turn the key in the ignition.
For starters, the 3.8-liter engine provides a knockout punch that's accompanied by an intoxicating howl that lasts until the heady 8,000 revolutions per minute redline. But it's the 911's razor-sharp handling that sets it apart.
4. Ferrari 812 Superfast.
The Say It As You See It Superfast is for drivers wanting a blisteringly quick, front-engined, rear-wheel drive supercar.
Not only that, but the 812 is more comfortable, more luxurious and more civilized than the old F12.
The 6.5-liter V12 engine produces 789 bhp and will charge forward until it tops out at 211 miles per hour. Changing gear is taken care of with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, which has shorter gearing and faster shifts than that of its predecessor.
3. Lamborghini Huracan Performant.
The Huracan Performant may look like a relative of the standard car, but get behind the wheel of both of them and you will see that the team at Lamborghini has taken a giant red-hot poker and used it to prod bull which was already raging.
It has more power, higher stiffness, less moss and doodles more downforce. All coming together in a ferociously quick package which is surprisingly physical to drive.
The naturally aspirated V10 not only delights those who are dismayed by the tidal wave of turbochargers plaguing modern cars, but it also produces 631 bhp and 600 Nm.
Once more, the noise it makes is more akin to the Huracan GT3 racer than that of the standard car.
2. Ferrari 488 GTB.
Anyone who is concerned about the turbocharged 488 GTB not being as pure or exciting to drive as its predecessor can rest easy. No, it doesn't sound as magnificent as a 458 Italia under full steam, but it still sounds more than good enough for a Ferrari.
And in all other aspects the 488 is utterly sensational to drive, on road or track, and in the simplest of terms is also insanely fast. The best just got better, and by an amount that even we are still somewhat shocked by.
So well balanced is this car on the way into, in the middle of, and especially on the way out of corners that the intimidation factor has been all but eradicated, despite the fact that it feels massively more potent and just faster than the 458 in all 7 gears.
1. McLaren 720S.
The McLaren 720S is not that far off the staggering performance of the P1 hypercar, but sits in the range above the company's sports series cars.
It is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 which produces 710 bhp or 720 PS, hence the name.
Twin scroll turbos were incorporated to minimize lag, but there is still a fleeting moment where you are waiting for the engine to come on boost and the drama to start. Surprisingly for a supercar, the 720S rides extremely well. The interconnected hydraulic suspension soaks up bumps on the road, however, that isn't going to win you a game of top drums.
Being able to go from a standstill to 62 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds and continuing on to a top speed of 212 miles per hour might though, which the 720S is capable of doing.